APR, today's best country.
The Ridgefest Country Concert is coming up on Saturday, and I'll tell you what, I'm excited to see all kinds of great country artists. Doc Walker's going to be there, Crystal Shawanda, Jason Blaine, Jason McCoy, and this gentleman right here, Mr. Paul Brandt. Welcome to the AVR Morning Show, sir.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, no problem at all. This isn't going to be your first trip to the Annapolis Valley, is it?
No, we've been through there before. It was, I think, just a couple years ago here, year and a half, 2 years, we just had a wonderful time. The fans there have always treated us really well, and I don't get out to the East Coast as much as I'd like to, but I tell you, every time I get out there, I go, man, we got to do this more. It's just a blast. So I'm really looking forward to getting out there again.
Oh, definitely. Now, when you were here last time, did you get to do anything fun, see anything neat?
This last time, it was a lot of just kind of in and out. It was. It always seems like I'm looking at the world through a bus window. I didn't really get a chance to do too much, but I sure would love to come back and just be able to spend some time, more vacation time, and just kicking back and seeing the sights a little bit more.
Well, you know what? I've never seen you in concert before, Paul, and I don't know what you do in concerts, but as soon as I tell everybody, oh, yeah, I'm going to get a chance to see Paul Brandt in concert, they go crazy, and they tell me you put on an excellent show. What am I going to expect to see on stage, Paul?
Well, I think the one thing that we hear from most people when we get out, after a show and just chatting with people or kind of listening in on conversations as we're on our way, is that, people just say, you guys looked like you had a lot of fun up there. And, maybe it sounds obvious, but that's really what it's about for us, is going out there and just having a blast and just enjoying what we're doing, and playing music for people and hoping that they're going to respond and enjoy what's going on too, and just pouring everything that we've got into it. So, really, that's mostly what you're going to see, is just a bunch of guys on stage having a blast and having a great time playing music.
Now, Paul, I hear a rumor that you're in the studio and you've got some new music. Are you going to debut any of it here at Ridgefest? Yeah,
we'll be playing a few of the new songs, and it's been really a lot of fun over this last year and a half or two, being in the studio and just getting this new music together. I've been doing a lot of writing and just trying to think about the best way to get this out to people, and every album that I've put out on my own label since I left the label in Nashville has won an Album of the Year award, thanks to the fans and radio people supporting what's been going on. And we want to try and celebrate that, so we'll be putting together a package that will include all of that music, plus this almost 2 albums worth of new material coming out, and I'm hoping to have that out probably mid 2011. So we're working hard on that right now.
And people can definitely expect to hear the Paul Brandt classics as well.
Absolutely, yeah. And 2 of those songs that I think people have kind of come to know and love have been "I Do" and "My Heart Has a History," and we've been revisiting those a little bit even in the studio and just kind of playing around with a couple of different things, and we'll share that with you when we're on the road out in your neck of the woods this next time too.
Oh, definitely, and the Ridgefest Country Concert coming up Saturday. I can't wait for it. Now, Paul, all music stuff aside, let's get into the stuff that you and I both want to talk about. You love to sport fish.
I do. I really enjoy it. I actually, I was just looking around here. There's a physical barn, the barn where I spend most of my days working and writing and recording and doing stuff out at our place here in Alberta. And then there's the barn online on paulbrandt.com, where people can go to brandtbarn.ca and chat about anything. And one of our barn dwellers recently at a show presented me from the audience with a full box of fishing flies, which I thought was a really unique and wonderful gift. And I just love getting out on the water, and fly fishing is one of my favorite things in the world to do. I recently took a trip where I got to go and be a part of the Canadian Fly Fisher magazine, and they slapped my ugly mug and the fish on the cover. The fish, I think, looked better, actually. And I had a great time fishing and just hanging out in nature. It was a good time. In fact, talking about this, I think I'm going to have to plan another trip here really soon.
Well, you know what? I was going to say, Paul, because you're coming into town. Are you coming in Friday or Saturday?
Coming in, it looks like Friday sometime.
All right, well, you know what? I'm finished work at 5 o'clock.
There you go.
If you happen to be around, we've got this great lake here called the Gasbro Lake, some of the best bass fishing in Nova Scotia.
That sounds like fun.
Are you in?
You know what? If I get there in time, I'm definitely in.
Okay, well, here's the deal, buddy. I've got 3 rods, I've got a 4x4 truck, and we're going.
Let's bring it.
All right, there you go. Now, as well, you've been on Bob and Zumi. This is something that's pretty big, too, a television show about fishing.
Bob's great, and we had a lot of fun out with him. I've done about 3 different trips with him, and I caught I think my largest fish on that show. We were up in northern Saskatchewan at a place called Knee Lake, and I sunk into, this is with a fly rod too, 5 trophy-sized pike in one day, and they were almost one after another. The largest was about 48 inches, and it's like catching a 4th grader. It was fast.
I bet it would be, buddy. Well, I'll tell you what, our fish in Gaspereau Lake aren't that big. The biggest one I pulled out of there is 28 inches.
Oh, well, that's respectable.
Oh, it certainly is. So I'm going to count on this. If we can find time while you're here, I would love to go fishing with you, bud.
That'd be a lot of fun. I hope it works out.
I do too. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Paul Brandt. Thank you for joining me on the show today.
Thank you, and looking forward to seeing you guys again soon.
I certainly am. It's going to happen on Saturday. It's all part of Ridgefest. Paul Brandt is the headline act, and thank you for joining me.
Take care.
APR, today's best country.